I am so relieved to be back in Zootropolis, and also it is such a celebration to be sharing it with the world. Zootropolis 2 is more expansive, the world is bigger, the characters are more complicated. I think it's funnier, I think it's more moving. Oh my gosh, I think that Nick and Judy upgrade. I think that they take it to a whole new level in number 2, because we begin number 2 only a week after the story of number 1 ends. And they're facing much needed self-improvement, and they are really, over the course of this film, looking at those flaws and figuring out what it is about themselves they need to make better in order to be then better together. I think that Disney has a way of, without creating message movies, they have a way of sharing these timeless, universal, like human condition themes. Sharing these themes that I feel do help us ask ourselves the questions about how can we be better. And in Zootropolis 2, I feel like we're so looking at how to not only acknowledge each other's differences, but embrace them, find value in them, and see how it's actually better that we're different. There is nothing so magical as working for Disney. I mean, it's as magical as one would want it to be from the outside. It is a purely creative experience. We are so empowered to come in and just go as far as we can and fall on our faces and get back up again. And I just don't find any other acting experience to be fulfilling in this way.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to be back with this film. I didn't know that there was going to be a second one. It was very nice to get the call. I mean, it's like you want from a sequel, you want it as good as the first, if not better, and this one does that, for sure.
It feels amazing to be in London. I love London a lot, and to be here to celebrate this incredible movie that we all worked so hard on for a long time made it even more amazing. And London has always been so kind to me. First of all, you know, when I got the call that I was going to get to play a new character, I was so excited. I was a big fan of the first one, and when I got, you know, when I was told who Gary is, I was a little hesitant at first because, you know, being a venomous pit viper is not easy, and I didn't think I'd sound, you know, scary at all. I thought it was a villain, but until I realized that he's actually a very friendly and goofy guy with a big heart, I was even more excited, and I could not wait to start voicing him. Yeah. And what I love about him is that, you know, everywhere he goes, he's misunderstood all the time, you know, as you can imagine. You know, there's this really bad label, stereotype with poisonous pit vipers, but yet he's still able to maintain, you know, his positivity and look at everything with a sense of wonder and curiosity, and his empathy for the world to be a better place is very admirable. Well, it's a number of things. I think the animation was incredible, great characters. It was very funny, clever, and also just this simple message about how anyone can be anything. It's very relatable, and it's something like that we need in our world today. Of course, 9 years later, our filmmakers has done it again. Zootropolis 2 is really amazing, and I just feel so fortunate I get to be along for this ride, and I can't wait for the world to see it.
I am so excited to be here in London to show everyone, to share our film Zootropolis 2 with everyone. We've worked so hard. We had over 700 artists work on this film, and they all put their heart and soul into this, and so we are so excited to finally be able to share it with the world. There are so many new characters in Zootropolis 2. I cannot wait for people to meet them. Gary DeSnake is truly, truly one of those characters that wears his heart on his sleeve. Jared often says that he's more Judy than Judy is, and he's so optimistic and so loving of the world. And Nibbles Maplestick is really hilarious. I cannot wait. Every single time she's on screen, she steals the shot. She steals the show because she is so funny. We had so much fun recording with Fortune Feimster, who plays Nibbles. She really was just like hours of laughs with her. In Zootropolis 2, I think we've packed so much into this film. This is really one of the most ambitious films we've ever made on characters, in terms of environments, in terms of story. But first and foremost, we want everybody to go see this and have a good time. It is full of so many laughs and so many references that I think young kids will get and adults will get. So we're hoping everyone will have a good time.
I mean, it's the most exciting thing in the world. So 14 years ago, I was hired by my directing partner, Byron, to work on Zootropolis. That was my first job. And so day one, we started to build out this crazy animal world. So the fact that we are back here, that we're expanding the story, that we're bringing in new characters, that honestly, that we get to go and hang out with our friends who are these characters and the actors playing them is a dream. What do we do to put a captivating spin? I have 3 teenage boys. They're very opinionated children. And so they really pushed me to make sure that we pulled out all the stops on this one. I think the biggest thing we did was figure out what did we want to say with the story and who did we want to tell that story. And of course, the heart of this movie, Nick and Judy. And so figuring out, like, we're going to go back into the story and really investigate their partnership. They really only had 48 hours to solve the case in the first film. They don't really know each other that well. So we wanted to deepen that in big ways. But then we also wanted to take the audiences on this crazy ride where you get to experience new parts of town we didn't get to see in the first film. I got to say, trying to figure out like what their dynamic would be like. I love people watching. It's one of my most favorite things. I think many writers are sort of students of personalities, and we sort of observe all the time. And so there's something about this dynamic that I love because they are very imperfect characters. They make mistakes all the time. They're super flawed. They're not always great to each other, but they love each other. And there was something about writing this imperfect relationship that really, I don't know, made their chemistry really come to life. What can fans look forward to in Zootropolis? I mean, the most crazy adventure of a lifetime. It's Disney Animation's biggest movie of all time. So in 100 years, it is literally our biggest movie. There's one shot that has 50,000 animals hanging out, dancing, doing crazy things. We go to new places we've never been to before. We have something like 70 speaking parts, cameos from, amazing actors from all around the world. And it just has a lot of heart. And I think right now, the story of Nick and Judy really gives us something to hope for.